The unforeseen but obligatory shift to online learning has left Malaysian university students with more questions than answers. As a quick survey of 96 students brought us to realize that a whopping 70.5% of them face difficulties interacting with their classmates, and in turn, 54.7% have trouble finding teammates for assignments. These worrying figures were the root cause as to why 69.8% of those students feel incompatible with their group mates during assignments. The group chat literally exploded. Those that could not react fast enough were left with scraps. The whole process, chaotic. An interviewee from the School of Communications USM said, "It wasn't a natural disaster. This happens every time the lecturer commands us to form a team for the assignments, and we are left confused at the next course of action as we scurry. Instagram, WhatsApp, all the apps needed to form a team. Time-consuming, and with consumed time, it does put a strain on your eyes, doesn't it?" But to the 75 of you who wanted to have a website to solve these issues, we have come up with a Tinder-style teammate matchmaking platform where we can work together to match yourself with compatible teammates with our interactive search function to solve your online learning issues, as we will try to turn your desperations and frustrations into newfound confidence.
What if we have a form of academic social media, but for university students instead? While putting academic and social media in the same sentence may seem like an oxymoron, our team strives to make it a possibility. The benefits that we hope to achieve through these websites are foster communications between university students, even in online setting, through shared interests, which leads to easy icebreaking for university students. This project also allows us to find compatible mates for assignment and also group studies. I hope that by reducing the time taken to search for compatible teammates, the screen time can be reduced, which in turn lessen the eye strain. Through this project, we want to work toward raising the online learning satisfaction rating among the tertiary students.
Let's introduce the star of our project, AssignMe, where your assignment worries fade away. This website lets us find assignment teammates easily, and each student can rate and get rated by their classmates. The website is made for students by students. The website will display each student's information, which includes their name, school, and university. Let's say we want to find someone who is good at Photoshop. That's it. A student's likability is represented in the smiling and frowning face. From here, we can notice that there are 30 likes and 6 dislikes for Susanti. Users can choose to accept or decline. Click Learn More about Susanti. From here, there are recent project documentations and applications that were made by Susanti. When we scroll down, we can read the review of Susanti. The stars rating are for internal matchmaking, while the smiling frowning face are displayed to the user. The word color, which is in red, is for the top text. The system will detect the keywords and group them into text accordingly. Well, let's invite Susanti to our group. The send button will bring you to the chat room if you want to chat with Susanti. Here is the page of the chat room, and there are 3 default messages over here. Let's go for the search button. The search button is for team recruitment. School clubs can update posts over here to find club members. Let's have a look into the dashboard. For recent documentation, users can add a new project by clicking here. There are some sections for study groups and recent reviews. On the right side of the page, we have recommendation. Click Explore More Groups. For the study group, students can set how many people in the group, duration for each study session, and select date and time. Let's click About Us. We are also included a brief background of our project and some survey analysis, along with our mission, vision, and beliefs.
Our business model is a transaction-based model where we generate our revenue by selling our service to consumers, which in our case are students. And for future plans, we'll be working with businesses like private institutions. For pricing tactics, we will be using hybrid pricing, which includes both one-time purchase and freemium.
each business model must have a plan, correct? So for our plan, this will be our most pessimistic outlook at what our projected revenue should be. So as you can see, at the third year, we still make a bit of a profit. So how do we get these numbers? Maybe we can look at it at the next slide. And for our target projected revenue, as you can see, we have much healthier numbers, which I believe will be sustainable in the long term. So the numbers again. As for our market evaluation, we already came up with a serviceable obtainable market to who we will want to target for this. So our normal target will be around 0.3 to 0.74 million tertiary education students. But to get the number, what was the demographic that we tried to choose? What was the demographic that we all tried to target? Maybe Wei En can give a bit of an explanation.
Okay, so the target market for AssignMe is university students around 15 to 30 years old and are from Malaysia in areas with minimum Wi-Fi coverage. They should be outgoing, proactive, and be willing to pay for around 99 cents per month. For future plans, we will also be focusing on obtaining paid partnerships from universities around Malaysia. So you might say reaching out wouldn't be a problem since, social media. But imagine if you are a freshman and you were to find a teammate for your course assignment. You think of using WhatsApp or Telegram to reach out to that person in mind, and boom, you realize you don't have their phone number. So you switch to Facebook, but to no avail as you go through their profiles one by one, which again, not much information there. After all the hassle, nothing works and you're back to square one. That's when AssignMe comes in. Compared to our potential competitors, one distinct difference we have from them is our target market, which is focused on students. Since it is specialized, as you filter an institution or a certain course, only relevant profiles will be recommended. As you can see from the comparison table, we offer a series of features that are absent in some of our competitor apps. The profiles that appear in AssignMe come with feedback and ratings from past groupmates who have worked with them. And our users can also showcase their past projects and assignments in their personalized student profiles. We also have search functions that cater towards our users' search interests and a recruitment dashboard, which most of our competitors do not have. Even with the visible similarities as LinkedIn, we stand out in various aspects as shown. Next up, we are going to introduce our members.
We are from Team Apex, which has 5 members from University Science Malaysia. Let me introduce to you our awesome members one by one. Brandon Chu, our responsible team leader, student from School of Computer Science. The team members are Fu Ling Zheng, who is in charge of UI UX design, Lui Wei En, who is in charge of marketing analysis, Wen Yue Sheng, who is in charge of proposed solution and future planning of the website. 3 of us are also from School of Computer Science, and Daniel Ikma bin Muhammad Khairi, who is from School of Arts, who is in charge of business model and video editing.
So, what's next? An app that doesn't generate any revenue is simply unsustainable. At the launch of the program at September 2022, which corresponds to the semester 1 of most public university, we shall start to monetize the app in the form of freemium and subscription-based business models. The website is free to use, but subscribers in premium tier will enjoy extra benefits in the form of unlimited swipes and anonymous review. Each user is given 60 days of free trial, which can be extended through the referral function. This is what happens when the free users reach their daily swiping limit. Eventually, the pricing will be heightened as we include more features corresponding to the feedback and reviews of our users. For example, institutions in separate enterprise tier will also have an advantage of custom setting to fit their usage. Also, the website will need extra functionality so that it won't be rendered obsolete after the continuation of face-to-face class. One such example is the addition of the event feature to our customers for organizing and joining events without having to sift through all sorts of social media such as Twitter or Facebook. Around late 2024, we expect the website to have reached sizable and stable user base. At this time, we will direct some resources into making a mobile app to improve the ease of usage as well as widening our potential user base. In 2025, we hope to have reached one of these 2 goals, which are platform integration or partnership with one private university. Overall, multiple rounds of decisions shall be made in each major quarterly meeting to ensure that the investment poured into the project development is well worth its cost. So that's all from me.
All right, thank you, Yeshen, and it's now the end of our presentation. So thank you guys for listening to us, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.